Hi, and welcome to another presentation from your Business Tutor, learning your way, anytime, anywhere. Convincing customers to purchase a product is a key aspect of promotion. However, as we know from looking at channels of distribution, not every business is involved in selling products to the final customer. Given this, sometimes the focus of a promotion will not be on the customer, but the businesses involved in distributing the product to them. So with that point made, let's turn to today's presentation topic, into the pipeline promotion. Okay, so what are we going to learn in this presentation? Well, first of all, we're going to find out what into the pipeline promotion is, and then we're going to investigate the advantages and disadvantages of into the pipeline promotions. How a business carries out promotion can be divided into two main types. Advertising, which involves using the media to inform customers about a product through such things as TV and social media, and sales promotions, which involves using non-media forms of promotion such as special offers, limited editions, discounts and deal loaders to convince customers to purchase. Now, although the difference between advertising and sales promotion is clear, there is a further issue that needs explored, in that we know from looking at channels of distribution that a business does not always sell their product to the final customer. For example, a manufacturer may sell their product to a wholesaler or a retailer, who then sells it onwards to the final customer. Given this, the sales promotions a business can use can be subdivided into two further types. The first called into the pipeline promotion, and the second called out of the pipeline promotion. Let's look at what into the pipeline promotion is first. An into the pipeline promotion is a sales promotion used by a manufacturer to persuade a wholesaler or a retailer to purchase more of their product. Let's look at methods that could be used by first asking, what is a bulk buying discount? A bulk buying discount is when a manufacturer agrees to sell their product at a lower price if a wholesaler or a retailer places a larger order. For example, if a wholesaler agreed to double their order, a manufacturer may reduce the price per item from £1 to 95 pence. The big advantage of this is that the manufacturer will experience a huge rise in sales, which could be particularly useful if it is trying to get rid of old stock, perishable items or surplus inventory. Better yet, because the product has now been bought in bulk, a wholesaler or retailer will have an incentive to push the product onto their own customers, which could increase the popularity of the item and result in a long-term increase in sales. However, selling inventory at a discount will reduce a manufacturer's profit margin, and the next time a wholesaler or retailer places an order, they may apply pressure to get the discounted price even though they have reduced their purchase level back to normal. In fact, this could be even worse, because if the wholesaler or retailer has been unable to sell the extra inventory they purchased, they may delay or reduce their next order, meaning the manufacturer's sales will fall. Okay, let's move on by asking, what is sale or return? This into the pipeline promotion involves a manufacturer agreeing to take back any items a wholesaler or a retailer does not sell for a full or partial refund. In general, this type of offer is made on items which have a fixed sell-by date, such as newspapers and magazines. The big advantage of this method is that it should be easier for a manufacturer to convince a wholesaler or a retailer to take a risk on a product they haven't stocked before, as they know if they can't sell it, that they can return it for their money back. Better yet though, if they do sell the product easily, it will persuade them to place another order, which helps a manufacturer not only expand their market, but increase their sales as well. However, sale or return can be expensive if items do not sell, as the manufacturer will be responsible for not only picking up unsold items, which incurs transport costs, but also disposing of or recycling the items, which also costs money. Okay, let's now turn to look at what is trade credit. Trade credit is a commonly used into the pipeline promotion which allows wholesalers and retailers to purchase inventory from a manufacturer but only have to pay for it at a later date. This can be really beneficial for sales as it allows wholesalers and retailers who do not have any spare cash to purchase inventory now. This works because then they have time to sell the inventory onwards and receive cash from their customers before they have to pay the manufacturer back. Given the huge benefit this has for cash flow, offering trade credit can be a fantastic incentive to attract new wholesalers and retailers to purchase. However, it does put pressure on the cash flow of a manufacturer, as they will have to wait weeks or sometimes months before receiving payment for inventory, while still having to meet their own bills such as rent and staff wages. And of course, running and administering a trade credit system is costly, as invoices need to be sent out, and if a wholesaler or retailer misses a payment, they will need to be chased up, which could also lead to bad debts being incurred. Okay, let's now move on to look at what deal loaders are. A deal loader involves a manufacturer offering a free gift to a wholesaler or retailer in return for purchasing a large amount of their product. For example, if a retailer increased their order by 20%, a manufacturer may give them an extra 5% on top of that, or a small number of another product they could also sell, free of charge. A big advantage of this is that a manufacturer will experience an increase in sales, which may continue into the future if the wholesaler or retailer is successful in selling the extra inventory purchased. In fact, this is likely to happen because having bought more inventory, a wholesaler or retailer will have an incentive to push the product to their customers. However, there is a cost involved in providing a deal loader, as a small amount of inventory or a gift is being given away free of charge. Moreover, if the wholesaler or retailer fail to or struggle to sell the extra inventory, the increased order will only be a one-off. Okay, let's now move on to a couple of into the pipeline promotions which are mostly targeted at retailers, by first asking what are point of sale materials. This method of promotion involves a manufacturer providing free materials such as posters or display stands which a retailer can use to enhance the way a product is shown in its store. For example, such materials are often provided to supermarkets to display films recently released on DVD. As you can probably imagine, providing such materials will help sales because the display will draw customers to the product, as often they are positioned at the front of a store. And of course, this can be enhanced even further, as sometimes a manufacturer will also provide promotional gifts such as key rings, which can be handed out to customers when they make a purchase. However, as well as being costly to provide, sometimes retailers may not be willing to use them if they take up too much room. Okay, let's now turn to our final into the pipeline promotion method by asking what is the provision of staff training. As a way of encouraging a retailer to take a product that is technical in nature and which they have no experience of selling, a manufacturer may agree to train their staff so they have the expertise to sell it. This can be really good for sales because if the retailer staff can demonstrate effectively how a product works, customers will be more likely to purchase it, meaning the retailer will make repeat purchases from the manufacturer. In fact, if the retailer staff are confident about the product and know how it works, they may very well start recommending it to customers over those of similar items they sell. However, although providing staff training is likely to increase sales, it does need to be remembered that providing it will be expensive, especially if the retailer has a large number of staff. Okay, so what did we learn in this presentation? Well, first of all, we found out what an into the pipeline promotion is, and then we went on to investigate the advantages and disadvantages of into the pipeline promotions. The importance of into-the-pipeline promotion should never be underestimated, as without an effective channel of distribution to the final customer, a manufacturer won't make many sales. Given this, it can be seen why such promotions can be so useful, as they incentivise wholesalers and retailers to not only buy a manufacturer's products, but also to actively push them onto their customers, which will increase sales.